Three, two, one. And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. For anybody watching, thank you very much for watching. And we are on day 6 of our first playthrough of Stellar Blade. And we should be able to kind of jump right into it. Don't really have too many or really any announcements. Well, something real brief. Yesterday, it came to my attention that the Neo 3 demo was available to download and play. And while I have an interest in the game, I was going to wait until it probably goes on sale because the developers or publishers are attempting to charge $70 for this game. I'm not interested in paying $70 for any game unless it's an indie developer and I want to help them out. I did that with First Berserker Kazan. Anyways, there were a few people that uploaded videos showing the performance benchmarks that they were getting with certain hardware. And there was one individual in particular that uploaded one that was using a 14900 KS, which is what I'm using. And I've only been using my KS now for about 2 months. Before that, I was using a 14700K. And I've been getting great performance out of this thing, but my chip is not particularly a Silicon Lottery winner, but it's good and it's tuned pretty well. Anyways, this individual was testing it, and I noticed something a little concerning, or I would say very concerning, because he was playing at the resolution and frame rate that I would be playing at with roughly the same settings I'd be playing at, with the exception that he was using a AMD GPU, a much lower end GPU. I'm not really sure the purpose of that test. I'm not criticizing that. There's probably a reason for that. But his temperatures for his 14900 KS were absurdly high, 80 to 85 degrees. And this was, in game while he's playing. And I was very concerned because this individual in the past, at least on some of his older videos, stated he would use a custom water loop. And custom water loops generally run about 5 to 10 degrees below the performance of a AIO. And when I say below, I mean cooling, meaning the cooling is lower. It's better. It's more efficient. And it's going to depend on the quality of your custom loop and how you build it and all that. I used to do custom loops a while back. I got out of it. That's another story. So anyways, he's getting 80 to 85 degrees in his test. And I was very concerned. So I attempted to probe him to find out what's maybe going on, what kind of cooling solution he's using. And that didn't really go very well, but I don't really care to discuss that because it went down a drama road that I just don't give a fuck about. But it sparked my curiosity. And I was really busy with work yesterday, so I didn't really have a lot of time to be dicking with doing a test, but it was just really bugging me. Oh shit, is this game really going to hit my CPU this hard? So I downloaded the demo, I loaded it, and I tested it. And sure enough, what I discovered is, so I've shared before that the games that I've tested that are at high frame rate, high resolution, are generally running anywhere from 60 to 65 degrees Celsius on the CPU. And my GPU is running about 60 to 65 as well. When I tested Neo 3, I was averaging about 68 degrees. So it did go up a few degrees. I would even argue it could have been, you could even round it up to 70 because it would go up to 70 here and there. But the average, according to Hardware Info, was 67 degrees. And my average voltages were 1.32. My power was 155 watts average. And I was getting a locked 116. I didn't have hardly any dips except for cutscenes. So the performance was good. The temperatures were good. A little higher than my other games, but 5 degrees is not a big deal. And it wasn't even full 5. But I was just okay. But then I was how or why is this individual getting, arguably up to 20 degrees higher temperatures? Well, technically 15 than what I'm getting on the same CPU. And this guy runs a benchmark channel. So I was kind of really puzzled. And so when I proceeded to ask him questions about it, for whatever reason, he didn't want to answer. I'm not really sure why. And it ended up getting drawn out to this, long conversation that should have just been a short, simple answer. Yes, I'm using custom loop, or no, I'm not. and that would have been the end of it. But I started looking over his stats, his voltages, his power consumption, his clock speeds. Granted, it's very vague because he's using some sort of, I believe, like a Riva tuner, and either using AIDA64 or Hardware Info or some other, plugin, to report back the statistics. So I don't really know what he's using, and that makes it difficult to really know like what's going on. Because if he's using AIDA64, which is garbage, by the way, it's going to misreport voltages, power, and things like that. Hardware Info is a lot more accurate, so I don't really know what he's using. He didn't want to answer any questions, which I thought was kind of weird for somebody who's running a benchmark channel and somebody who's just asking questions. And yeah, I don't understand why. I put it together later why, but anyways, there was no real issues with the game. Like I said, it runs a few degrees warmer, but it's nothing significant. But I did run into a problem with the game, and I wasn't able to fix it. It's in regards to, so I'm running Windows LTSC, and Windows LTSC doesn't come with all the bloat that normal Windows does. And so it's missing the codecs, and the codecs are needed for Neo 3. So when I would get to a point where a video would need to be played within the game, it wouldn't play it. So I tried to download the codecs and install them, and the K-Lite or whatever I use, the codec pack, didn't fix the problem. So I got to, try to resolve that, but I'm not too worried about it because I'm not going to buy the game right now. I'm gonna wait till it goes on sale. But when I was doing my research, this is a trend with this particular developer because Neo 1 had this same problem and Neo 2 also had this problem. So they're using some sort of weird codec with their cinematics in the game that others have had problems with not being able to run because they don't have the codecs. Not really sure why that is. But anyways, from the brief time that I played it, because I had to go through the tutorial. That took forever to get through because I didn't have my control set up and I was having that codec problem. But once I got through it, because a lot of the codecs were popping up for the videos for the tutorial, but once I got through that and I was actually able to get to the gameplay in the same area where this guy was benchmarking, so I could do a apples to apples comparison. Granted, we did have different GPUs, but I set the exact same settings he had. And I ran around just to see, what am I going to get for performance? And the performance I got was great. Temperatures were great. So I don't really know what's going on with his setup. And, I was hoping that, we could maybe have a discussion. And when the discussion derailed through the YouTube chat comments section, I was thinking, maybe I should just see if we can just have a Discord voice chat and just actually talk. Because I know a lot of people, especially content creators, are dealing with a lot of trolls online. And because they oftentimes are on the defensive. And because every time somebody comes along and maybe says something that maybe rubs them the wrong way, they automatically assume they're being a troll. And so they go on the defensive and actually it becomes a very productive conversation. So, and I even mentioned that, I guess he just didn't care or whatever, but it went so badly that it got to the point where I started to question his motives and his integrity as a YouTuber. And I took screenshots of it all. I downloaded his video because I was thinking of actually making a video because he called me out and wanted, saying, hey, you don't have any stats on your videos showing your temperatures, clock speeds, or any of that. And I was like, yeah, because I'm not a benchmark channel. But I thought maybe I'll make a video and show that, the performance and the temperatures and all that with Neo 3. And I may or may not do that. I don't care enough to do it. I'm not looking to win an argument. I'm more interested in trying to find out what was going on with his setup. And I think I've discovered what the problem is. I think it's a user error. I think he's done something with his setup, or he's lying and he doesn't really have what he says he has, because his clock speeds were not matching what a 14900 KS would be. They were way below what it should be, like 5.7. He had a couple at one at 5.8 and 1.59. That's like 14900K, not KS, especially if you're on a custom loop. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that. I just thought it was very strange. So anyways, I kind of wanted to mention that. I do believe this might be the last day of Stellar Blade. And because the guy who I've been watching, who does the walkthrough, when I got to the point of the game where I'm at now, he only had 4 videos left, and each of them are like an hour long. And I'm very slow because I'm retarded, and generally it takes me twice as long because I'm actually exploring and trying to find stuff. But he's doing a walkthrough, so he knows where everything is. So if that's the case, then 4 hours ends up being 8 hours, so we might wrap it up today. If that is the case, the next game I'm looking to start playing is Expedition 33. I've also pulled up or created a pros and cons of this game and a review, so I'll cover that during the credits. Anyways, let's get into the game. Let's see what we have in store today. Okay, so we slid down this thing. We rested here. Let me check my my ammo. Oh, you know what? I was gonna load up the mod for unlimited ammo. I didn't make the time to do that. Okay, we won't worry about that because I do think today will be the last day. Oh, do we got a boss? Oh, so kick the day off with a boss right away. All right, fair enough. Is this a boss? Oh, it's a gauntlet. Okay. Whoa. I have to watch my backside here. Okay, that didn't work. All right, now that those are down, we can deal with this asshole. Oh, he turned around quick. Okay. He got me there. Whoa, he turns around quick. Is there something behind me? Yep. Oh, there's more enemies. Okay, I think he's down. Nope, he's not down. Okay, now he's down. So more enemies spawn behind me. Oh, this is a gauntlet. Okay. Wasn't expecting this, but okay, here we go. Long reach you got there. All right, asshole. Come at me, bro. Oh, okay. We got a turd flinger. Whoa! Go fling those turds somewhere else, asshole. Is that it? Okay, we've got 5 heals left. The question is, if I rest, are they going to respawn? Well, let's investigate here. Oh, you know what? It didn't. Oh, it didn't switch over to the game. Okay, so we missed the gauntlet. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so missed the gauntlet, unfortunately. Not a whole lot. It's just a bunch of repeat enemies. It was one of those hammerhead dogs, and a lot of those scorpion spiders popped up, but nothing significant. So I looked over and I was like, I'm on the wrong screen. Sometimes my Stream Deck doesn't can fail at loading the profiles. Good thing I caught it early. Otherwise I wouldn't have gotten the recording at all. I could reload the save and, you know, do that encounter again and edit it in. I'm not going to bother. It's not that important. It wasn't like a major boss, so it's not a big deal. I do kind of want to change my outfit back to the, let me see if I can do that real quick. Because I really do, I like this outfit. It's a really cool outfit. It's probably one of my favorites. But I do like, where is it? The black one. It's kind of like the second Nier outfit. I like this one. I would prefer to wear it, but she keeps kicking the camera. This one's fucking dope. And she doesn't kick the camera. So we'll go with that. I tried to look online to see if there's a way to like disable the camera kick. It's cool at first, but after a while when you're, you know, is that yellow paint? No, it's not. After a while, it does get annoying because you're trying to use the camera to like look around, and then she'll just kick the camera, and it kind of breaks what you're trying to do. 1 second here. Okay. Is that yellow paint? It sure is. Okay. Is there anything over here? Okay, there's a wall there to run on. So I really struggled with the review of this game. But we'll get to that, you know, because we haven't finished it yet, but we're getting close. Now, there are a lot of things I didn't do in the game. We didn't really dick around with the fishing. I have to be honest, not interested. The third-person shooter simulations with the drones, I'm really not interested because I have to switch over to keyboard and mouse, and I don't really want to do that. You know, if I can avoid it, I'd rather just not. It's cool. I wouldn't say it's bad, but I can't do it with a controller. It's just too much bullshit. Now, what I could do is save all those drone encounters and then just go knock them all out with keyboard and mouse. I'd be okay with that. Like on a second playthrough, I might end up doing it that way. I have zero interest in the fishing, though. I don't care about achievements or any of that bullshit. I'm an older gamer, so my perspective when it comes to achievements is I think it's good for kids. I really do. Kids need, you know, like goals to be set. And if kids are playing video games, it's good to have that in a game. But a lot of these games are not for kids. They're for adults. And it's kind of like, I feel it hurts gaming more than it helps it, putting these achievements in the game. Because what it does is it boosts analytics and stats for gameplay. And it's kind of like fake breasts. It gives the illusion that the game is more well received than it really is because people are baited into doing these achievements, which are just a huge time sink. And it's not about actually playing the game. Okay, I see it now. It's just like, okay, there we go. Now, First Berserker Kazan's achievements was one of the first games that I actually felt the achievements meant something. And what I mean by that is, like, they actually put achievements in the game that are, like, you know, skillfully hard to do. Not a matter of hard, like, oh, you know, it's hard to, like, you know, maybe do a specific, like New Game Plus run or something like that. Anyways, I think we're doing some rope jumping here. Okay. Guess we're going this way. So I did improve the controls, as I mentioned on the last stream, and I've noticed that the platforming, it does get better. Like the earlier parts of the platforming of the game they're okay. I wouldn't say it's like bad, but it's not particularly very good. But as you, like, once you get to the second half of the game, it gets much better. Provided your controls are, you know, tweaked, because if they're not, you're not going to have a good time. So I was kind of, you know, happy about that. Okay, I guess we're going up. Okay, there's enemies up there. Oh, okay, see where we go now. Okay, we can rest. Yeah, because I didn't rest down there because I was concerned that the gauntlet was going to respawn. You never know. We used some of our rounds when we did the gauntlet, but that's weird, and I didn't rest. I didn't use a lot, but that's strange. Okay. Let's check our skills. I don't think we really need to... Yeah, we don't really have anything. Okay. Nano suit. Oh, we got a new nano suit. This one, hold on. How do you rotate these? All right, forget it. Let's do that. Okay, let's rest.
I'm surprised you managed to survive for such a long time in a place like this, Lily.
Well, there used to be a reason for that.
A reason?
Oh, it's nothing. Hurry! Let's go up!
Makes you wonder.
I think this outfit that we're wearing is the outfit derivative of A2 from Nier. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, we need a stand. Let me see if we can check it out, because I don't know if it's named that or what. Okay, yeah. Is there more details that we can use? View stats. Nope, that's not what we want. Okay, so now we can rotate it. Okay. Yeah, A2. Okay, yeah, I kind of thought so. A2 is a very cool character. That's such a tragic story, though. Okay, I think we're going up. Oh, we got another gauntlet, it looks like. All right. Do not go in from here. Okay. That poison really fucked me up. Gotta be mindful of that poison. Oh, I can't heal because I'm at full health. Okay, now I'm not. Shit! Comboed, man. Why is it not working? There we go. Trying to get the feel of how to deal with these guys. Okay. So you don't get iframes when you're in an animation? Okay. Fair enough. Can't get around him. His hitbox has got me locked in. It's like Velcro. Like, let me get around. Okay, so I need to take out this guy first. Okay. Because the other one's the main boss. This guy's just kind of like more distraction. Okay. And I don't really have any power now. All right, let's take out Hammerhead first. Let's focus him first. Yeah, those range attacks plus this guy coming at you. Maybe I should use that Taki mode for invincibility. Because it's really a bit much to try to like deal with two attackers, one ranged and one doing retarded melee. Or melee, I should say. And this guy recovers so quick. The hammerhead guy. Like in the beginning of the game when he would charge, he would fall down and you had an opportunity to attack. You can't do that now. Okay. So you can't sit there and parry him because the other guy range attacks you and does damage. The Taki mode does give you like invincibility, but it doesn't give you enough damage to even kill or really do any significant damage to take down the hammerhead. Yeah, that fucking acid, man. Man, that acid does so much damage. Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do with this fight. I mean, it's almost like you have to use talkie mode, but the damage kind of sucks. It doesn't really do enough damage. Yeah, I can't get this. As soon as I get this one down, the hammerhead, I wouldn't say the fights can be easy, but it'll be manageable. Maybe I should have popped talkie mode when I get into that. Get out of there! I'm dead? Really? Fucking, I'm using the pump. I can't unlock. Fuck! I need to turn off the auto lock. Yeah, it's off. Why is it auto locking on? Talkie, and I'm dead. Yeah, I don't really know how you're supposed to do this encounter, because that thing is just constantly barraging you with fucking range poison attacks that kill you really fucking quick. And I try kiting, I'm still getting destroyed. This is on normal, by the way. This isn't on hard. This is crazy difficulty here. I can't fucking see. Yeah, I didn't parry that at all. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do with that. Because they, like, in like most Souls games, this isn't a Souls game, you get iframes for like certain things. You don't get any iframes at all here. So you can't really take advantage of openings that you otherwise would get. Like he's constantly range attacking you. I'm just gonna die and start again, because I know I'm gonna need my heals. Like, I know I can use talkie mode, but I need to save that for like when I can maybe actually get them down. And you don't want to lock on, because if you do, or you have to limit your lock on, because if you lock on, it locks on the tracking of the range attacks. And you're still getting hit with them anyways. Like, I can't even attack this thing because this fucking asshole keeps attacking me. Only got him to half health. Shit! Whoa, 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 whoa. That's what I want. Oh, shit! Damn! Let's see if we can do this. got? Can I not? Okay, there we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's try. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shit! Damn.
Whoa, that was tough.
Yeah,
Good job
I
again.
agree.
But how will you get back? It looks like it's going to take some time.
There's a roller coaster right next to you that you can ride.
Thanks. I'll be there soon.
Yeah, that was a little bit much.